Lucy was home alone, just lying in bed scrolling through her phone, when suddenly a series of hard, aggressive knocks hit her bedroom door. At first, she figured it was just her brother messing around, until she noticed a shadow shifting under the gap at the bottom of the door. Too scared to move, she just stayed frozen until the knocking finally stopped. A few nights later, it happens again, except this time the knocks are louder, more insistent. She finally works up the nerve, throws the door open right as the sound hits, and there's nothing there. Empty hallway. No footsteps, no movement, nothing. She bolts back into her room and locks the door. Later, her brother sends her a video. The exact same knocking happened to him too. And a lot of people in the comments think that by opening that door, Lucy might have let something in that's still around. What do you think? Late at night, a teenager was hanging out at home with a friend. When they stepped outside to say their goodbyes, something immediately grabbed their attention. This porch chair, which had been sitting completely still, suddenly starts rocking back and forth on its own, and at almost the exact same moment, this strange glowing light appears at the edge of the yard and just drifts across the property before disappearing. Both of them just froze. Neither one could explain what they were looking at. They went straight back inside and locked the door. So, what do you think actually moved that chair? Drop your theories below. Daniel lives in an older basement apartment with his young son. One day, while taking the trash out together, he noticed his kid kept waving at this big mirror in the hallway over and over. Curious, Daniel pulled out his phone and started filming. What he saw afterwards stopped him in his tracks.
Shit I've seen so far. I was taking the trash out with my son and he kept pointing at the mirror and waving and I didn't know why. So I pulled the camera out and I can't believe I caught this.
That's Rowan.
A few days go by. Daniel and his son asks to go back to that same mirror again. Daniel starts recording once more, and this time, something even stranger gets caught on camera.
Up at the mirror and we were taking the dog out and Rowan wanted to go check it out and I can't believe we caught this.
Whoa.
Rowan seems hyped and he's trying to explain to me what he just saw.
Buddy?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
In the first video, there's this brief moment where it looks like another kid's face appears right next to his son's reflection, just for a split second. Then, in the second video, you can catch a small shadowy shape moving inside the mirror before it vanishes, and it looks eerily similar to that first face. Daniel's still not sure what to make of it. Coincidence? Trick of the light? Or is something actually living in that mirror? Jay had picked up this doll from an antique shop where it had apparently been kept separate from all the other dolls on display, tucked away by itself. Over time, he started to feel like there was something off about it. One night, while relaxing in his living room, he noticed it sitting on the shelf and decided, almost on a whim, to start recording it. And then it happens.
I think I can see it on here. Hold on. Now it's stopped. Oh, wait, there it is. See if she moves. There it is.
The doll's head slowly turns, like it's looking directly at the camera. It's subtle, but it's unmistakable once you see it. Jay said he'd noticed odd things from this doll before, but this was the first time he actually managed to catch it on video. Some people are fully convinced this thing is haunted. Others think there's a simple explanation. Where do you land? It's around 3 in the morning, dead silent in the house, and this woman starts noticing something off. Feeling uneasy, she grabs her phone and starts filming.
With fortifications of iron, stone, and steel, I will not be ruled. I will
There it
not be
goes.
managed.
You see it?
Remove all of this. I'm popping a dance floor over there. I'll play calculated music.
Let's not have some big vulgar display. I'd rather we just do something simple and intimate. All I need is you, and justice of the peace, love to their dreams, and sprays and lilies of the valley.
Are you kidding? Will Drake is getting married. This wedding needs to be the event of the season. Trust me, I'm showing you. This is what I did.
Well, I'm not sure.
My camera is trying to focus on something.
I love you. Well, you need me, I restored it, but you let the world. Weary of the world,
I think I found your boy.
weary of
Holy shit.
disappointment.
She catches this door nearby slowly creaking open on its own, nothing pushing it, nobody around. Then, a little while later, she hears strange noises coming upstairs. Against every instinct, she decides to go check it out.
That bathroom light, that was some Oh my god, if you guys could feel like my heart pounding through my chest. Hello? I feel like an animal would run. Yo.
When she gets up there and turns off the light, it suddenly sounds like something is running back and forth across the room. That's the moment she's had enough. She bolts out of the house. Honestly, if you were standing in that hallway, would you have gone up there at all? This guy, Ryan, just passed out on his couch one night with his security camera rolling in the background. He had no idea anything happened until he went back and watched the footage later. Watch the door in the background. It just starts drifting open really slowly with nobody anywhere near it. Ryan actually stirs, glances around groggily, and goes right back to sleep. Then, a bit later, that same door just slams shut out of nowhere, loud enough to jolt him awake. What's weird is the contrast. First, it creeps open nice and slow, then it just slams. Some people think it's airflow doing something unusual. Others think it's a lot harder to explain than that. What's your take? Raul was inside a storage facility, and he started filming because, according to him, random items kept falling over with no explanation. While he's talking to the camera, something happens in the background that he had absolutely no idea about at the time.
Actividad paranormal.
Según yo, ya no iba a grabar, güey. Porque mira, pero es que mira, se cayeron esas madres, ¿eh? Y luego, esto empezó de todos lados, güey. De todos lados empezó a caer este pedo. De todos lados, güey. ¿Sí te fijas?
¿Qué es
eso? De todos lados empezó a caer este desmadre. Pues yo no sé qué chingo está pasando, pero yo no sé ni qué pedo, güey.
Mayer sacóse hasta que viváis el video.
Porque mira, ya no sé qué hacer, si mandas ahora sí al padre o a ver qué pasa, o a ver qué pasa.
Hice una pausa porque me entró una llamada cuando el aerosol se cae.
Ay, maldita sea.
Escoba se mueve.
¿Qué hacemos? Oye, ¿qué vas a barrer o qué chingados, fantasma? ¿Qué vas a hacer, cabrón? Dime. ¿Qué chingados vas a hacer? Vete a la verga. Vete a la verga.
A ti ya quería salir corriendo, pero me aguanta.
Hijo de puta madre. Me cayó el pinche celular, vale verga. Se madrió. Y se abrió la pinche puerta del baño. Ni verga. Ni nada. Eso fue lo que más me sacó de onda, güey, porque no sé qué chingados
la puerta del
pasando, o a ver qué mandas o qué. Vete a la verga. No, vete a la verga. Ya chingas tu madre, puto fantasma de mierda. Vete a la verga, güey.
Way at the end of the shelves, you can see this tall, dark figure lean out just for a second, clearly watching him before slipping back out of sight. Raul only noticed this when he reviewed the footage later. Right after he walks past that spot, there's this sudden loud bang from a nearby room. He cautiously walks toward it, and the door just swings open on its own. He looks inside, completely empty, no explanation, nothing. Raul said the most unsettling part wasn't even seeing the figure. It was realizing he'd been watched the entire time and had no idea. This one's creepy. A school custodian was working a late-night shift, completely alone. She'd noticed weird stuff happening around the building for months at this point, but this particular night took it to another level. Check this out.
Just walked out here and put my car back, and this door's being weird. It was opening and closing by itself. And there it goes again. What the fuck? I don't know why the door is doing this. It shouldn't be doing this. You can shut the door now and stop messing. Oh my god.
So she's walking the halls and spots a classroom door just swinging open and shut on its own. Her first thought is a draft, but every door and window nearby is sealed shut. Then later, near the gym, she hears something and decides to record.
Be no vacuuming and sweeping today. I got this set up in the gym today, so... What the fuck? There's nobody in here. Oh my gosh. There's nobody in here. This is locked too. Nobody. What the fuck? Make sure this is linked. That's fucking scary. Alright, well, I'm good.
There's literally nobody in there. She checks, double checks, the place is locked up tight. And then it gets worse. Loud knocking starts coming from a locked storage room. She opens it, searches every inch, nothing. She steps back into the hallway, and the door slams shut behind her on its own. The knocking starts again immediately. At that point, she just calls it, packs up, and leaves for the night. Nobody's ever figured out what was going on in that building. A woman living by herself started hearing strange noises coming from another room in her house. What happened next is genuinely unsettling. A towel hanging above a door just drops on its own with nobody around. Then, slowly, the door swings shut by itself. Understandably, she's pretty rattled at this point, but that wasn't even the end of it. Later that same night, something even weirder got caught on camera. Take a look at this. A scooter inside the house actually starts moving toward her completely on its own. After everything that night, she decides she's done. She's moving out the next day. But right as she's getting ready to leave, one more thing happens that might genuinely catch you off guard. Watch this. So, here's the real question. If all of this happened in your house, would you stick it out or would you be gone the next morning? Let me know down below. It was late, and a mom had just settled her baby down for the night. She started straightening up the room, nothing out of the ordinary, until something caught her eye on the floor. Take a look at this. That little ball just started rolling on its own. At first, she figured, okay, maybe it's just a draft, air moving through the room, no big deal. But the longer she watched, the less that explanation seemed to hold up. Once she posted this online, the comments filled up with theories. People blaming air vents, drafts, even house vibrations. So the family decided to test it themselves and filmed a follow-up. Here's what that looked like.
Where are you? Hold on, I'm trying to prove something. I'm trying to prove something.
Can I hang out with you?
Yes.
Oh, that's exactly what I was doing.
Yeah. Observe.
Well, then here, and then... Let's do what you do.
Somebody was trying to say that. Oh, well, there's a gap between the.
Yeah, of course there's a gap. There's a gap in every single house.
I know. So that's what
So
I
then
was
here,
showing.
I'll do what you do. Ugh.
My husband.
And the heat's on, by the way.
Yeah.
I just turned the heat on. So the HVAC system is up and running.
They basically walked through the whole room, pointed out the gap under the door, even turned the heater on to show the HVAC was running, trying to recreate whatever might have caused it naturally. And even after all that, people still couldn't agree. Some were convinced it was just airflow. Others felt like that ball moving the way it did was something else entirely.